Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I promised you a roundup video, and a roundup video is what you're getting. And many things in life. Asthmatic, injury prone, a liar, I am not. I am having to reduce said volume though because, believe it or not, I'm actually filming this before my kid gets up. That is dedication to the cause. Now, as I've said before, I cannot and will not keep up with those big creators who have fucking studios and are live streaming everything, because football is their life, and fair play to them, good luck to them, yeah? You will understand how little football is within my life when you watch this video, because I love football. Cut me open, I bleed soccer, right? You might not think so after you using the term soccer there, but I bleed pigskin. Open me up, I bleed pigskin, boy, okay? But living the busy life the way I do, as a dad, first and foremost, and a creator second to that, and a friend first, actually, I need to stop doing office stuff. But it's ingrained. It really is ingrained, isn't it? And I almost think, when I meet someone new for the first time, if they give me a hint of Brent, a sniff, a whiff of Brent, I know we're going to get on, I know we're going to be mates. And I know that a lot of Office fans think like that. It's brilliant. When I used to, work in school, and, we'd have new teachers come in all the time. And if they give me a little Brentism, well, if they give me a little Brentism, I thought, right, here we go. Yeah, I can slag the kids off to you. You'll understand. You get one of these teachers all fucking stiff. We're here for the kids. How we fuck? We're here for the holidays. That's what we're here for. Get your head out your ass. Football. Yeah, like I say, I'm a busy dad. It's a struggle to fit the football in. Prime example of this. I was desperate, gagging for the new season start. Couldn't wait. Arsenal Coventry, Friday night. Was buzzing for it. So I've actually injured myself playing football, tennis and whatnot. I'm trying to get fit. I mentioned in the last video I'm trying to get fit. But in getting fit, I've actually injured myself. So, that's annoying, isn't it? It's counterproductive. So, I was actually fitter, healthier when I was fat as fuck. And I still am fat as fuck. But when I was doing nothing about being fat as fuck, my body was like, yeah, sweet. Now I'm trying to make changes. It's like shutting down on me. Where's the science behind that? Anyway, Friday night, my missus went out to walk the dog. I was putting the baby to bed, 7 o'clock. I thought I've got plenty of time here. Absolutely plenty of time. Now, for those parents out there, we are making that transition into getting her into her own room. And it's a tricky little transition. She's been all right, touch wood, but she's got a floor bed, right, that raises up ever so slightly, like a miniature wrestling ring, think of it. So when you're putting her to bed, you have to then do like a little Fosbury flop over the outer, what do you call it, railing, guard, or whatever. I've read Lullabies Till the Cows Come Home. I've read The Tiger Comes to Tea Party, or whatever it's fucking called, or The Hungry Caterpillar, about a million times, and I'm just about to get her down. I look at my watch, it's about 1:45. I'm thinking, perfect, here we go, right? She's down, she's asleep, she's snoring, right? Text after her dad, probably got sleep apnea, is what it is. And I've peeled myself away because she's a hugger. She's a hugger, she likes to be hugged. So I've peeled myself away, right? As I go to get up and stand up and try and pole vault this fucking bed, I stub my toe, let out an F-bomb. She wakes up. Missed the first half. By all accounts, Solace was very good. If you'd have watched my FPL video, I tinkered a lot. Even I put that out and I still tinkered. I did have Calafiori in. I had Raya. But I went heavy on Man United players as well, actually. So Luke Shaw let me down. Diego Dalot he played about 12 minutes or something, didn't he? So yeah, disaster, really, from that point of view. But Arsenal look like the real deal, didn't they? From what I saw in the second half. They looked never in doubt. A tough game for Coventry, first game of the season. They're always going to struggle against the league leaders, league champions. Odegaard looks back to his best. Declan Rice looked just as good. Saka looked class as well. He didn't come off limping for a change. Well, he did come off, but I don't think it was limping. But yeah, no, they obviously look like the team to beat, and I said it in my predictions video. I do think they are the team to beat. I think they'll be the best in the league by a canter. There's too much instability with managers at the minute, and we've seen that, and we'll get on to that, with new teams, new signings and stuff not living up to the hype. But it was a lovely feast of football. It's good to have it back, innit? Like I say with this series, am I knowledgeable about football? Not really. Do I love football? Yes. I am just going to talk as if I'm talking down the pub with the lads. And they don't call me, well, they do. They call me out. They call me all sorts, to be fair. Now let's move on to the early kick-off. The game that's on everybody's lips. Now obviously I'm from Hull. I'm actually repping a Chinese laundry shirt to do their own collab with O'Neill's. Very cool. If you're from Hull, you'll know exactly what this is. And if you're not from Hull, it's a vintage shop that's extremely cool. I believe they've got one in York also. Now, like I say, I'm from Hull. All my mates support Hull. The atmosphere yesterday amongst the lads, amongst the fans, looked unbelievable. And fair play to them. Yeah, they've been out the league for X amount of years. They deserve to have a good time. Everyone's talking about United being back. Oh, Carrick at the wheel, Carrick at the wheel. Signed about 150 fucking centre midfielders. Please. Yeah. They've rocked up at the KC, took one look at the deep in the Umber Bridge and shit themselves. I mean, my mates were in disbelief. The group chat was going mental. They couldn't believe what was going on. Neither could I. Where did I watch the game? Let's rewind it right back. Where did I watch the game? Now, as I've said before, family life comes first. Always has and always will do. That's not to mean I didn't watch the game. I was always going to watch the game. But my partner's mates were coming around. My partner's mate and her partner. So they come around with their kid. We've got a little play area. Shoved them in there. Fuck off. We're watching the game. Annoyingly, about... When did they score the first goal? Let's have a look. Because they were... So that Semi and Jai scored in 17th minute, right? At about the 15th minute, I felt some rumblings in my stomach. Probably the Chinese from the night prior. And I said to my missus, I was like, when are they coming? Have I got time? Yeah, you've got time. Go up and have a shit. Don't worry about it. Right, so I thought, okay, I'll go up and have a shit. So anyway, I go up for said shit, and what do I hear? Knock on the door. They're here. Brilliant. This is what I'm saying. Always be in contact. She's forgot that. She's absolutely stitched me up. Not for the first time. I'm used to it. Okay, so they've come in. I'm thinking, fucking hell, what can I do? I'll need to make up an excuse. Why am I up here? It stinks of shit. That's a fact. So I need an excuse. I don't know, just pretend I'm fucking ripping the head off it or something. And then whilst I'm up there, to make it work, as if they didn't know, I could have pretended I was doing a video or something, as if they didn't know, Hull go and score, right? And then my missus running upstairs, Hull scored, what are you doing in there? I'm having a shit. Now everybody knows, thanks for that. So again, so this is what I'm saying. This is my life. I can't watch football. My life does not allow me to. My body does not allow me to. Oh, you want to watch footy, do you? You want to see some goals? Joke's on you. We're going to go through you like a fucking freight train, son. Finished 2-0 in the end. The trains obviously got cancelled back to Manchester, which everybody had delight in. And as a content creator, I find it hilarious, the thought of the Man United players, which isn't true because they'll get bust back, the Man United players having to wake up in Hull. There's got to be a sketch in that, isn't there? What should we do today? Should we go to deep? Or they've been Purple Door night before, trying to learn some ball control. Am I right? If you're from Hull, you know what Purple Door is. And you're a dirty bastard. But yeah, great result. I mean, that's one of the results of the season, innit? Yeah, people will talk about this for a long time. And with my content, there is always like a banter sort of club where someone gets it every year. In recent years, it's been Arsenal, or Spurs especially. Arsenal win the bottle things, Spurs. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. I'll make a video, it doesn't matter, right? It's a bit of fun, right? But this season could well be Man United. Everyone giving it the big, and oh, we're back. Turn up to Hull, get done. Great result, but do I think they've got enough to stay up? Maybe. If you're getting a result like that against Man United, then Coventry and the likes will be looking at that and thinking, where are we going to start getting our results from? Yeah, Coventry, big 6-pointer. Ipswich will be a big 6-pointer. This is what people don't understand, I think. Hull being in the Premier League, whether you support them or not, is good for the city. That's a fact. That is a fact. The country, if you haven't noticed, is divided currently. Yeah? It's tense. It's hostile. What do we need? Some fucking upsets. Please? Right, let's move on to Everton Crystal Palace, shall we? Play on. I was going to do a sketch about McNeil and... Brendan Johnson, you know, because they've just done it. Now, obviously, McNeil and Brendan Johnson have just done the old switcheroo, so I was going to do a sketch about them both turning up to the wrong changing room, but, yeah. Once I saw the Hull United result, it was very hard not to just do all my content about Hull. And you can forgive me for that, can't you? Excuse me for breathing. I did watch the game, allegedly. I saw the highlights. Yeah. Dewsbury Hawks played, didn't he? Like, I had him in my fantasy team last season. I had him in and out because he was cheap as fuck. So I had him in and out the team a bit, and he used to pop up with the assist or odd goal here there. But he does look good, he looks a good player. And I tell you who looks unbelievable. Iliman Ndiaye. Again, I had him in my fantasy team this season, whipped him out last second, so that's fucking annoying. But yeah, I did say... Did I? I don't know. I might not have done. Again, don't fact check me because I say things and then the wind blows and my mind changes. But I do think Palace will struggle under Glasner this season. No, sorry. That's what I mean. Don't come here if you don't want that cutting edge analysis. What I meant to say, and if this was live, I'd have been absolutely crucified, hung, drawn and quartered there. What I meant to say is they will struggle without Glasner this season. But what I did say was they'll struggle with him. With or without you. Either way, they're struggling. Everton look good though. Just hope they don't get a fucking points deduction. Andy Burnham was there, wasn't he? Fucking loving it. Big Blues fan. Big Blues fan. And I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the soccer. It's early in the morning. I haven't warmed up yet. Barely had a coffee, for crying out loud. So get off my back. Just trying to keep pace with the rest of the bastards. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to keep pace with the pitch sides of the world. The fucking back post pods. It's impossible. Impossible. So just let me ramble. Because as I've said prior, this is just for me. So I don't go fucking bonkers having to listen to the fucking Sesame Street dance. Happy, happy, dance, dance, happy, happy. I have to listen to that about 1 million times a day. But if I get mixed up with a team or a player, let me off. My mind's fucking scrambled. Everton win 2-0. Okay, let's move on to... Fucking, I need to get better at this, so I can't even handle the tech. Ipswich, Sunderland. Now, something I did say in my predictions video, I predicted Sunderland to go down. I think it's a very, very, very difficult task to juggle Europe and the Premier League when you're not built for it. You know, you're not Unai Emery, who's, you know, got that down to a T. And you're not one of the, and I'm going to say it, bigger clubs in the league. I like Sunderland. I think you're a great club. But, you know, I mean, for crying out loud, you only came up last season. You did unbelievably well. So have you reached your targets too early? That's what I'm saying. And as I said in the other video, I'm not sure how many signings you've made. But when you're juggling on all fronts, you do need to make a lot of signings. However, I did see that they signed, is it that Meunier from... Well, he was at PSG, fuck knows where he was at now. That's where, this is where, you know, my ball knowledge really does let me down. I haven't played FIFA as much in recent years, and you can fucking tell. You really can tell. Big fan of that Brobby. But let's talk about Ipswich, because they came out absolutely all guns blazing. Went 1-0 up in the... I don't know, I didn't see the game. Could have been fucking dross for the first half, for all I know. New signing looks like, is it that in CISO as well? Does he used to be at Brighton? Not sure. They've got Chuba Akpom as well. Long story short, another promoted side getting a result. Who would have thought that, by the way? Not me. 2 of the 3 promoted sides getting wins on the opening day. Pretty good, isn't it? I like this as well. Jack Clark against his old club. 90th minute winner, Jack Clark against his old club. I bet Ed Sheeran was fucking straight down to the dressing room. And they say she's in the class 18. But they're all fucking buzzing. But it's a different story when the loser comes down, skulks in. when your legs don't work like they used to before. Fuck off, Ed. Right, moving on. Ipswich 2, Sunderland 1. Do I think Ipswich will stay up? Probably not. That's just me, baby. Nottingham Forest against Leeds United. I didn't understand Glasner going to Forest. I don't get the move. There was some, obviously, beef there between Palace and Forest about the European places and whatnot. He took Crystal Palace to the Europa Conference League final, won the bastard. I was actually there. I was in a very, 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 very privileged position. And I was actually in the not change room, I want to change. 442, I reckon, lads. No, I was in the hotel where the Palace players stayed. So I actually saw them bopping about with the medals and stuff once they won. But too anxious, too scared to go up and say, listen, John Philippe, how are you getting on, boy? Can I get a picture? No, I thought I'd respect their wishes. There was a few people going up and getting pictures there, but, you know, each their own. I just admired from afar. And when I did get a chance to say something to him, I kept it very polite and northern. Best of luck to you for put it there. I actually did say good luck to Glasner on the game, the day of the game, as he was leaving. And he said, thanks a lot. So, is their success down to me? Food for thought, innit? No, Leeds left it late. James Trafford looks a good signing, doesn't he? I've said that in a prior video. He looks a very good signing. A lot of people have gone big on Calvert-Lewin for the fantasy team. I say gone big, he's cheap. But I know Calvert-Lewin, not personally. Can he stay fit? That's the question mark over him, innit? Great player, we all know that, but can you stay fit for the full season? I hope so, for your sake. Listen, I don't think it matters who you're playing. You're playing in the Premier League. It's the opening day of the season, and you're away from home. It does not matter who you're playing. No game is an easy game, and the whole Man United have proved that. So to get a result is, fantastic. I think they'll be over the moon with that. And against a Forest team that we don't really know what they're going to be this season. Glasner, as I said, is a fantastic manager, so probably we'll have them ticking very shortly post haste if the owner gives him chance to. Right, let's move on to Brentford Spurs, shall we? And this for the neutral was hilarious because Spurs signed 105 players, spent upwards of $350 million dollars on new signings, and they're still dog shit. Could get relegated. It's a weird one with Spurs because again in that predictions video I did, I had them to finish third in the league. Because I thought they'd made some really shrewd signings. I love Sandro Tonali, think he's a great player. Andy Robertson's been there, done that, got the Premier League. Who else to sign? They're on the precipice of signing Savinho and Marmoush, but they're probably looking, thinking, avoid that. Van Hecke from Brighton. They made wholesale changes to their team. And it's not working out for them, is it? What's that about? Do they need time to gel? Potentially. Brentford look good though, and what Keith Andrews is doing there is very much flying under the radar because he had an unbelievable last season as well. They look bang up for it. Do you know what fucks me off? Keane Lewis Potter as well. I had him on my fantasy team last season, done fuck all, because I think last season, don't know if it's still the same this season, he was down as a defender, but obviously plays as like an attacker, so I thought, well, easy one there. Did fuck all for me last season. First day of the season this time, scores. Giving it that to his mate in the crowd, which is class, by the way. I think his mate was a Spurs fan. Giving it that. So, you know, and that's what I love to see. Too many players nowadays are uptight, rigid, scared to say the wrong thing. Have a fucking laugh. It's not that deep. Football is not that deep. Jesus Christ. I used to work in a pupil referral unit. That's deep. That is deep, mate. Alright? Fucking kicking a ball about for 90 minutes. It's not that deep. It's honestly not that deep. Just have a fucking laugh for once. Oh. But yeah, I might need to rejig my predictions after that. Spurs fan. O'Hara was going nuts. I love when Spurs lose and fucking Cundy pulls out that mask. That is top tier hilarity for me. I don't know how he doesn't swear when he's on air, because I'd be effing and jeffing until the cows come home. Let's just go through their lineup, Spurs. It's, I mean, like I say, wholesale changes. Kinski in goal. Robertson, Senesi, great centre-half. Van Hecke at the back. Archie Gray, captain of the club, youngest captain to ever do so, I believe. Bergvall, Tonali, I don't know who that more is. Mateus Tell. Conor Gallagher in the 10. That's a weird one for me. Conor Gallagher, I think, is a good player, gives you a lot of energy. But I don't think he's a number 10. I don't think he's that creative midfielder. And then you got Richarlison up top. Richarlison on his day is unbelievable, isn't he? But how many days are you having, Ricky boy? Maddison's on the bench, came on. I wonder how far he's off being 100% fit, Maddison. Because if he is 100% fit, surely he starts. Surely he starts. I think he's a fantastic player. And he's one of them as well that's got a bit to him. He's got a bit about him. You know, he has a laugh. He does make the Sunday roast all about him. But I'm about that. I fucking like that. And he'll have a bite back, won't he? Yeah. I don't know. Their team's too good to not challenge, don't it? The team's too good to not challenge. It's as simple as that. But Brentford, I fucking love what Brentford are doing. This Sinagra. How do you pronounce that? He's class. Anyway, again, nearly put him in my fantasy because apparently he's unbelievable for DEF CON. Didn't put him in my fantasy. Idiot! Fucking idiot! King Lewis Power. Okay, yeah, you'll get an 8.2 rating out of fucking 10, will you? Couldn't do it for me last season. Absolute wanker. I usually get Kelleher in goal as well because he's cheap and always does produce the goods. And when he was at Liverpool, he played quite a lot because Alisson was injured. And I haven't. I've got David Raya, which obviously paid dividends last on Friday. But going forward, I might need to get Kelleher in and open up a few more funds going forwards. But anyway, like I say, today is a new day. It's like an East Yorkshire half marathon today. So me, the missus, the kid and the pooch are probably going to have a wander up there. You know, cheer on the lads. Come on, run real fast and all that bollocks. I did get offered to do it, but my foot's playing up. Like I said before, I've got injured and I'm not sure how I've got injured. Would I have done it anyway? Probably not. Not been training for it, mate. So who have we got on today? We've got Brighton, Villa. I'm going to run through these. I'm going to tell you who's going to win. Brighton, Villa, 1-0 Brighton. Man City, Bournemouth, 3-0 Man City. Newcastle, Liverpool, 2-1 Liverpool. Alexander Isak against his old club. Those are my predictions. Hope you enjoy. As always, thanks for watching. I'm loving creating this community of like-minded people. Listen, don't come here if you want expert analysis on games. I will 100% butcher. I feel like, do you know what I'll be like? I'll be like Paul Mason trying to pronounce a player's name, but the analysis equivalent of that. Dog shit. I'm dog shit. But what I want you to feel is loved. Yeah? I want you to feel like we're just fucking two mates down the pub having a laugh. Yeah, we're going to get it wrong. Yeah, we're going to say a few wrong things. Does it matter? Is it the end of the world? Is it? I don't think so. So with that being said, look forward to seeing you on the next one. Will I do one Monday morning for the Sunday games? Maybe, yeah. Because like I say, she'll be napping and I do not want to go insane. So I need some human interaction, albeit virtually. See you on the next one. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Ta-ra, ta-ra, ta-ra.